Hello, this is Catherine Dubberly, the Answer Lady. I'm a big fan of Kiss Looms. I greatly enjoy mine, and I am cooperating with Kelly at Kiss Looms to make you a playlist of all the basic techniques that you might ever want to know on all of the looms. So welcome and enjoy. Let's talk today about increasing with the half stitch or the half hitch. If you have found these terms confusing, apparently you were not alone, because when Kelly asked me to make a video, I went and looked up all the things that this could mean and what other people thought it was to make sure that I was perfectly clear. And the things vary somewhat and they are not in complete agreement. So I am going to try to help you sort this out. Fundamentally, it involves E-wrapping, either one, half stitch or half hitch, a new stitch at the end of the row. But what we just did, E-wrapping an additional peg on the right-hand side, is what is most frequently referred to as a half stitch. And I suppose that might be because, let's do it over here. If we E-wrap that peg, we're going to begin knitting back immediately. We're not going to knit anything over on this peg. And I can see how you might conceive of that as half a stitch, because a whole stitch would be wrap the peg, then knit the peg. Okay, let's talk about what's most often called a half hitch. Half hitch is a genuine rope knotting term. This is a half hitch. A twist to the left or a twist to the right makes it a half hitch. And sometimes in knotting rope, you'll do one each direction. In this case, to increase, we simply pop that loop onto the empty peg. Let's do it again. Whereas this would be E-wrapping, and this would be E-wrapping, actually. Anything that just went around the peg. This, we take our loop and we twist it. So the working yarn is now coming from underneath the loop, and also it's headed back towards the knitting. When you pull it tight, it tends to stay a little bit more stable than just half stitching or E-wrapping. See, if I E-wrap, it'll do like that. I can purposely create pressure on it with my fingers, and that's what most of us would do. As we start to wrap back, now it's not going anywhere and we can knit over. But with the half hitch, make sure I do it right again. Nope. I did get the yarn underneath, but now it's facing away. Try that way. Make sure you don't get in front of the pin, of course. Once that's tightened up, it's a little bit more stable on its own. It doesn't pop off of the peg. I do need to snug it up before I begin wrapping back, just to make sure. Down here you will see some half stitches and half hitches. This is the half stitch or basic E-wrapped increase. Over here is the one I'm calling the half hitch, which is twisted as in rope making before popping it onto the needle. I hope that clears things up for you a little bit. We have 4 kinds of increase on this same piece of fabric for you to compare before we go. Here and here, simple make one. Just lift the bar between the 2 working stitches and hang it on the pegs. Here and here, the make one with a twist, and you can see that they're tidier. Just above those, this is the one we call the half stitch, simply E-wrapping an additional peg to put it into work. And these 2, here and here, are the half hitch created by the twist and laying it on the new peg. I hope that is a helpful visual for you.